I'm Ed Orcutt, your state representative from the 18th District. I represent portions of Cowlitz and Clark counties, including Camas, Washougal, Salmon Creek, Battleground, Ridgefield, and La Center, up through Woodland, Kalama, and Toutle to the county line. I'm reporting to you from the 2012 legislative session here in Olympia. Well, we're over halfway through the 60-day regular session with still no budget from either the House nor the Senate. I was hoping that we could make some immediate headway towards a long-term budget solution, which is what majority party budget writers promised we would do last December when the legislature addressed less than 1/4 of the state's projected budget shortfall. Sadly, though, we're over halfway through the session and we haven't seen many substantive solutions come through the House Ways and Means Committee. But I do have some good news. For the first time in state history, House Republicans introduced a complete K-12 education budget proposal called Fund Education First. Our Fund Education First legislation, House Bill 2533, would require the legislature to pass a separate K-12 education budget before any other state appropriations. We already do this for our state's transportation and capital budgets. If education is truly our state's highest priority, as I and the Supreme Court believe it is, then that should be reflected in our budget priorities. But we didn't stop at just the policy level of requiring an education budget. We actually created a complete budget document, the first budget of any kind in the 2012 session, and it's HB 2770. I wish we could compare our education budget proposal with the official House or Senate education budget, but like I said earlier, they don't exist yet. So at this point, our only comparison is to Governor Gregoire's budget proposal. If you recall, the governor's proposed supplemental operating budget recommends cutting K-12 education by $630 million unless voters approve higher taxes in order to buy back these and other cuts through a 3-year increase in the state sales tax, which would take it from 6.5% to 7% on the state's portion. But our plan would allocate $13.66 billion to K-12 education, representing a slight decline of $45.9 million from the current operating budget. And we would do it within existing revenues. The governor's plan would cut levy equalization by $152 million and shorten the school year by 4 days to save another $99 million. Our plan would prioritize and fully fund both of these areas. The governor also uses an accounting gimmick to defer to the next biennium a $340 million payment, which just continues to kick the can down the road for future legislatures to solve. Our education budget does not use this budgeting trick. Our Fund Education First plan is the first step in rolling out our own budget plan to show how we can balance our budget, fully fund education, public safety, and protect the most vulnerable in our society, and do it all within existing revenues. Revenues which are projected to be about $2 billion higher than in the last biennium. Finally, I want to invite you to join me, Senator Zarelli, and Representative Ann Rivers at one of our 18th District Town Hall meetings on Saturday, February 18th. We'll be in Woodland at the Woodland Church of the Nazarene from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., at Battleground City Hall from noon till 1 p.m., and in Camas at the Camas Public Library from 2 to 3 p.m. I certainly hope you can join us for one of those three. As always, I invite you to contact my office with your questions and opinions about legislative issues that concern you. You can use my direct line at 360-786-7812. Again, that's 360-786-7812. You can use the toll-free hotline or send a message by email. And don't forget to check my webpage for news. And while you're there, you can sign up for my e-newsletter. Again, I want to thank you for joining me. I'm Ed Orcutt, your state representative.